Make sure I can be heard. I'm not sure. Microphone check. Microphone checker. Checker. Good this morning to everybody paying attention. My name is Silis. This is Silis Trades here on the Silis series. Let me get some things together. You'll probably hear Miss Rachel in the background as my daughter is getting her education on. All right. Let me share my screen. I'm trying to set some things up. Been a minute since I went live, but here we go. All right, we got NAS marked up here, support and resistance. Support. Let me start over. My name is Silas. This is the Silas series. This is Silas Trades Live. I trade futures every single morning, mostly gold and NASDAQ. So I got some major goals this month and October, November, and December actually. Right now, we've got gold. Did make some all-time highs. And of course, higher highs mean higher lows. Uh, as well as a lot of tariff talk, war talk, government shutdown talk, uh, war tensions, geopolitical nonsense array, as always. So we're gonna make our markups and we're gonna do our best to make some money today. I don't know why my screen stopped sharing like that, but should be fine now. While I am a bit bullish on gold as we are breaking into resistance here. Um, I'm a bit skeptical because we haven't had those higher highs and we could end up going a little bit lower to this POC here that I have marked up. Looking at NAS, we broke in resistance. I could get in here for a sell, but we do have this news coming in at 9 o'clock, which is only 20 minutes away. And we also have Trump speaking at 10 a.m. And anytime he opens his fat mouth, we always have some fluctuations in price. So, that being said, we're observing and waiting. I could have got in on this little sell here. We could go down to here on NAS. We're gonna wait for a possible retracement and maybe get in on a sell there. We also might possibly be buying to sell. So this might be, we might be selling to buy. We were in this upward trend here on NASDAQ. We have some highs here. Could be interested in. But we are breaking below support. She's dripping. Let's go down to the 15 minute. We're going to mark off our 15-minute open and close. I like to not include the wicks. We'll include them this time. It's the 15-minute candle right here. The high and the low of that candle we're marking up. This would have been before uh, open occurred. With the high and the low, we would have went off the 8:30 candle, see which one it decided to play on. It played here. Also broke resistance. These are all sell confluences. If we turn on our value area indicator as well, which is this green line, this orange line, and this red line, it's also below the value area low, more bearish indication. Look at gold. It's above the value area low. We are breaking resistance a bit. It could target this mid range. We also could target the value area high. These are all things that are possibilities. Go to the Hike and Ashy candles. We are still bullish in color. Value area rule indicator likes to fuck up the view sometimes. As you can see, like I said, we could be selling to buy, and we're doing that currently on there. We had this PLC right here, which is couldn't have been more perfect as to hitting that area. Bounced right off of it. One second. Okay. Salud. As you can see, the same markups that we did, 15-minute open, uh, open and close. It's above it. We had FAAR on. It was also above the. I hate when I do that. If I take off all the drawings, you see that price is above the value area low. This could be targeting this mid range, possibly this value area high and beyond. Um, drawings back on. It is breaking resistance. But like I said, we have news at 9, which is in 15 minutes. I only want to risk about $500. The fuck is she talking about? Soda crackers. All right, we got this 845 candle coming in here on gold and NASDAQ. Like I said, this pulled all the way back. Sold just to buy. We came all the way back from this area, this PLC on the sales, just to come all the way back up. That would have been a great buy opportunity. Let's say we decided to put a buy limit right here, and we were taking profit back at that value area low. That would have been a nice 225 if we were only using 2 contracts. If we were using, let's say, we went overboard and we went 12 contracts on that, which is a lot. We'd be at 1,300 right now. So that's just to put things in perspective for you. We have news here at 9, so I expect price to be a big stagnant for now until that 9 o'clock news does hit. Um, so yeah, I'm not doing anything right now. Just observing. Gold and Nasdaq. I might want to sell Nas, possibly. We did break the resistance. Got a pullback, so it's possible that we could continue this, even though we are climbing. We're still below the value area low here. Seeing if I can get anything off this real quick. I believe it's gonna keep selling, but I could be wrong. We'll see. Went a little extra with the 12 contracts. Selling off here. I'll take that. I'll take $100 something real quick, fast. We need that. Um, quick little scalp there. Quick little scalp sale. As you can see, sold that real quick. Overdid it with the 12. We're gonna reduce our contract size. I think I'm gonna wait till 9 o'clock. Continue to go up. Got in on that buy. Like I said, waiting for 9 o'clock. Got 12 minutes. Up about $100 right now. I'm gonna wait on that news at 9 o'clock. If you're not already, feel free to join the Discord. The description is the link is in the description below and all that good stuff. So it's free o'clock, free 99. Don't be afraid to join and get this education. Got the SSS guide from 2023. Little girl. Demanding. Now that we've broken some resistance on gold, I would like to see a pullback to the mid range of this resistance, and then we can get on the buy. But right now, it's taking off. And that's fine. I don't want to be a part of that shit. Fuck FOMO. As you can see, price is stagnant. Like we said, it's not doing too much moving. We did get that sell here on NASDAQ, but as you can see, it's just kind of bing, 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 bing. What's the one? It's not doing much right now as we await news. Definitely should have got in on that gold buy for sure. Had we done that at the break of resistance to where it is now, nice $500 play. If it was just 8 contracts, I usually do like 15 on gold, so that would have been 930. We'll be taking it easy today, so I got my contract size down to 9. But like I said, we're waiting on news. Yeah, this is still selling off a bit. We're hitting this POC right here. Let's see how it reacts to that, and it dropped past that bitch. We might get another sell to buy. We might break resistance in the mid range. I could have stayed in that sell that I was originally in, but I like being right, so that's fine. We were correct in what we thought. So yeah, we're waiting on news at 9. So I'll see y'all in 10 minutes. All right. Say what? What? Am I going to the gym? Yeah, later. I got a lot of shit to do today. We got news about the drop in a couple minutes. Still up 100 for the day. As you can see, I did take a little loss, but we bounced back on that. I bought from here. Could have stayed in that shit. Had I stayed in that shit, we'd be up $600 bills. I don't want to sell it, being honest. Because it did that shit twice now. Broke resistance once, twice to the second POC. The third POC, it's like most recent one is here. We can go here. Damn, I should have stayed in there. You don't want to necessarily be in a position when news drops because price can be very sporadic and quick. It could jump and not even be detectable to the system itself. You know what I'm saying? So, and this is some pretty impactful news here. We got job openings. We got a $7.1 million forecast. So this is good or bad news for the dollar incoming. Good dollar news means bad price on gold. Bad dollar news means good prices on our pairs, NAS and gold. So we got news dropping here in 30 seconds. We're in profit for the day, $100. That's profit, regardless of how you look at it. And we could call it a day if we wanted to. Looking for like another $900 though. Got some things I gotta handle here soon. So, and news drops. Bam. Splam, bam, 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 bam. Got CB consumer confidence. I'm more worried about the job openings. As you can see, we have red and orange folders. For those who don't know, this is Forex Factory. Is one of many sites that gives you up insight on news events about the drop. These things affect price because they are important to it. We have some okay news on gold. On dollar with this news. It was 7.2 with a forecast of 7.1. That's good. It's not great, but we did have a negative on the consumer confidence. Not too bad either. But the yellow folders are moderate, orange folders are impactful, red is very impactful, gray is moderate to nothing. That's why you don't see me having those uh, folders indicated on my stuff, just red and orange. And with that, we probably see some dips on gold. As you see, it did dip a bit, not too much. Um, but this is a very manipulative time here at 9 o'clock, so price might not do too much moving until maybe 9:15 ish. If anything, I would want to sell here on Nasdaq. I think it's going to continue to. We could push back down here, or we might not. Don't know. I'm willing to lose about 5 on the day. Of course, we don't want to lose at all, but these things do happen. Uh, Probably should have waited. Got a lot of manipulation here going on. Might want to cut this one short. I'm seeing a lot of bearish pressure here, though. Hiking ashes are still red. Mm, not looking too good. Man, I should have waited to answer on this one, but it is what it is. We're in profit. I'm out of there. 228. Like I said, I should have waited. That was a little bit of emotional disparity right there. I jumped in a little bit too early, but we did wait. We were confident in our position. We did get profit, but I was not disciplined in that moment. As you can see, I said I was going to wait till 9:15. Now I did not do that. We are breaking highs here on gold. God, I want to buy this, but because of what I just did, I have to now walk away for a moment because it's a disciplinary action on myself because I was not supposed to enter that trade, even though it did work out and we are up. I was not supposed to do that. So I'm going to walk away for a moment. I'll do some things. I'm going to stay live, but I will return. As you can see, price is still going our way, but we're up for today. $228. Yeah, that could have been. It could have been us. That could have been more money. Definitely could have gotten those buys, like I just said on gold. But discipline is more important. So I'm going to walk away for now. I'm probably going to end the live for now, but as you can see, we're going to talk about what we just did here. I'm going to, matter of fact, I'm going to take up everything just so you can understand that this is what I do every single morning. So at the open, I don't get on the, if I'm, unless I'm doing pre-market, which is a 5 a.m. to 7:30, 8 o'clock, I'm waiting for 8:30. Now this is the 8:30 candle right here. This 8:30 candle right here, this big white candle. So before that, we have the 8:15 candle, which usually is small. Sometimes I use the 8:30 candle, but most of the time I use 8:15. We'll mark off the high of that candle. We'll mark off the low of that candle without including the wicks, which are technically with these wicks we're not going to include. We'll mark them off. I like to mark them off. This is the low of open of the 8:15 open, and this is the high at 8:30. Price is above it. It's an indication of bullish pressure. Just an indication. More indication. Trend going up. Bullish indication. We got a student. I think something's going on in the chat. Um, like I said, another indication the trend is up. That's just one indication, but uh, um, got the high and low of 8:15 open. 8:30 uh, 8:30 occurs. We can't put the VAR on until that occurs. So once 8:30 occurs, we turn the VAR on. We see that not only are we above the open of 8:15, but we are above the value area low, not below it, which is also an indication of bearish pressure because we're within the value area, which is this area between the red and green lines. Orange one is mid range, which if it's above it, it's most likely going to target, as I said earlier in this video, and it did. And we're probably going to target here, as you saw before. I had that marked up as my original TP, and we were at like $2,000 on that. So as you can see, gold is definitely where I should have been. We had the 8:30 push. We had 9 o'clock news that brought it all the way back down, but stayed within our range of open and the opening low and opening high. As you can see, it went right into it and bounced all the way back up. Had we got in for those buys and wrote it out, it's $3,000 from the day. So in order to continue this trade, I would like to see gold dip a bit below mid range before I got into any buys on that. And that's all I do. I use these POCs, which is the orange line that's following price. These are areas of interest. POC means point of concern. These are just areas of interest where, as you can see, either it can play as a resistance mark or it can play as an area of interest for entries. As you can see, we had those marked up on NAS, and we were like saying where it was going to hit, and we did hit the first one and the second one. NAS is still a bit stagnant, but it is bearish as I thought before, which we got our mainly most of our profit off NAS. NAS plays today, so I think it was what 2 trades on NAS that we got our money off of today. I'm not done, but I am going to be done with the video and the solid strategy. So that's the strategy right there, marking off the high and low of open, the 8:15 open. I like to see what the 8:45 candle is going to do, and I like to wait till about 9 for major entries because, as you can see, that would have been a great play on gold right there, man. Most likely, it's going to hit the value area high, which is that green mark there. But I believe at 8:15 we get some pullbackage. If we get any pullbacks to this mid range, I would then buy. Um, with so much going on, I don't know. I'm kind of bearish on gold. It might hit this green mark and then drop. But let me check out the VAR. This is where we thought it would be, and gold is where we thought it would be. These are all predictions that we said in the beginning of the video. Bearish NAS, bullish gold, and that's what we're getting here. Um, I think it's about to touch the value area high. I don't want to get in on any buys because I feel like it's too late. Because I can get on the buy and then suddenly it goes down. We surpassed this this POC. I'm most likely about to touch this green. Might get in for a small one, I guess. It's not 9:15, is it? I'm staying disciplined. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh man. Could have stayed in that. We were in that. We were in that. We were in that. and we ran this. That's one of my main things, is getting my executions tighter. But we're in profit for the day, Can't stop at that. $200 sitting on our butts. I'm saying, I ain't saying this is easy, but what would you rather be doing to make $200 in your day? It's 9 o'clock. How long? How many hours you got to work to make $200 at your job? Just think about it. Some people ain't a lot, but some people it is. And this is just a Tuesday trading day. We're not doing too much of nothing, and we've hit the VAR high. Do I sell now? I keep riding it to the top. This is crazy. We had this exactly marked off. We had this exact play marked off. Exact. Only been live for what? A few minutes. And you saw me call this play live. Let's see if Naz is down in the dumps like we thought. Still down there. But gold definitely did everything we expected it to do. That could have been a nice $3,000 day, but it's all right. I'm going to be up early tomorrow. Pre-market, everything. We got a big push here off this news. I'm feeling like once we can get some pullbacks here, we can get some definite pullbacks. I'm going to put a small one in. Young man, young lady, what are you doing? Why are you yelling? Why are you yelling? Want to take a nap? You ready for a nap? I can hand that out. I can do that. I can do naps all day long. As you said, like I said, I was going to sell, and it's doing that. It would have been $500. But waiting for 9:15. Let me mark off these. Keep on doing this. Baby girl. Might be having to call it a day. 200 for the day. That's small pickings. That's pretty small pickings. Small play here on Naz. Looking like it wants to bounce back up a bit. Young lady, why you so loud? $300 for the day. As you can see, we're up 300 for the day, and price is doing everything that we thought. Not kinda, not sorta. Price is doing every single thing we said. Ain't that right, baby? Mm, mm. Got them strong legs. You got them strong legs. Do we call it a day? Trump's gonna talk at 10 o'clock, and I don't want no parts of that shit. I don't want no parts of that shit. Gold is hitting a snag. It's hitting a little snag. It's hitting a little snag. I told you earlier, I want a dip. I would want a dip before getting to a price, a gold buy. Maybe to here, to this POC over here, maybe to this POC over here. Yeah, but until I get one of those, I ain't getting into shit on gold. Doom dee 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 dee. As you can see on the 1 minute, it's just kind of dip, 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 dip. Not too much of nothing. Gold, on the other hand, ain't did shit but rise. That's what I should have been looking at. But we up 300 for the day. You know, yeah. So if I do take some more trades, it'll be within the Discord. But for now, I think we're done for the day. 300 on the day. I had a nice little loss yesterday, so that's cool with me. You know what I'm saying? Profit is profit. We got a long week ahead of us. Uh, it is NFP week. The first Friday of every month is NFP, which is the biggest news event of every month. Most likely will not be trading it. So we got Wednesday and Thursday to trade. And we also have Asian session tonight and those nights. So until then, as you can see, the solid strategy plays out very well, very profitable. I didn't take these gold buys, but if you were paying attention, you could have took the gold buys and been up several thousand. Um, they're still going up on gold. I get in for a little buy or no. Nah. Gonna call it a day, man. 300 all NAS trades, mostly sales, a couple bounces off, a couple buys here and there, but mostly sales on NAS for the win. We did have the gold buys marked off, but did not take any there. But I hope you did if you were paying attention. As you can see, we've broken against this POC, so I should have bought. We'll get a little one in, little one, little one, little bitty one, little bitty. Now I want to come down or not. She's getting busy today. She's not playing no games. She ain't trying to play no game. I'm not gonna fuck with her though. I'm done for the day. And that's it, man. Solid strategy, support, resistance, open high and low, VAR, POCs, nothing too much after that. You know, we might use a VA, might use a fair value gap. You know what I'm saying? That's still bullish indication. Fair value gaps, bearish indication. What you want me to do, man? I'm out here making y'all money, man. Y'all could have made more money than me today, you feel me? Just by following what I'm saying. So it is what it is, man. We out here providing the quality. We out here providing the value here at the Solid Strategy, here at the Solid Series, here at the Silis Series. So feel free to join the Discord. I'm about to drop this video in there real quick. take care of your kids. So hope y'all were able to pay attention and get in on some of these trades and make you some money. I might go live again tomorrow. We'll see. But until then, y'all have a good one. See you next time. Peace.